Hey y'all, I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Megan. Together, we're Larkin Poe.
And we are here at Moon Crush Pink Moon with Consequence,
playing Mixtapes. Aw, you arrive home after tour and your mom is waiting for you with a plate of your favorite homemade treat.
Aw, that's really precious.
It's not mom, but I was thinking about grandma's hands.
Oh yeah.
Grandma's hands.
Bill Withers, that's solid.
It's a feeling of home.
Feeling of home.
Yeah.
And acceptance. This is apt. It's been a long winter, but now you're wearing shorts for the first time in months, Megan.
Woo!
She's got short skirt and a long jacket. Which actually, we did a YouTube cover of that song.
That's right, yeah.
Go check out our cover of Cake on YouTube.
You've been sick all week. The fever finally breaks and you're feeling like yourself again.
Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright. Interesting factoid. We recently, this was what, back in January, no, beginning of February, we played at Music Care supporting Melissa Etheridge out in Los Angeles around the Grammys.
Which was incredible.
Who was there but Paul McCartney watching everyone perform? And so we went up and did like the big jam at the end and came off stage. And I'm standing there and I look to my right and Paul McCartney is walking with like his entourage through the backstage area. And I proceed to, like I've never really been like total shock, like where you lose track of everything type starstruck. And he walked up and he was like, oh my gosh, you and your sister were incredible. Wow, thanks for the music. And I literally, and this is Paul McCartney, current time, right? Elderly man, I'm gripping his arm so hard, looking at him going, oh my God. Like I said, oh my God, probably 3 or 4 times. And he sort of looked at me and he was just like, it's good, it's good. And he sort of like started to pull away and was like, I know you're having a reaction, but like, let me go. So exciting, so yes. Here comes the sun, the Beatles. The local psychic has just confirmed your worst fears. That's a great prompt.
Yeah.
I immediately think of Stevie Nicks, something to do with her dreamy gold dust woman is what comes to my mind.
I like it.
Though I know that doesn't have to do with the worst fears, it's more the psychic weaving your perceptions of the future. You're 30 minutes into the crossword and still haven't figured out the theme, which Megan is an avid crossword puzzler.
Yeah, that's actually a good one.
You've treated yourself to the New York Times crossword app. So does this bring any songs to mind? What's the theme for this moment?
I would never be 30 minutes in and not know the theme.
It's like what's 7 times 7?
I know, exactly. I know nothing.
What does this speak to me as a non-crossword puzzler?
No, just point me in a direction, I'll get there.
Something about patience.
I got it.
Tell me.
Still haven't found what I'm looking for.
Boom! You too, right?
You too.
And I still haven't found. That's good. What I'm looking for. Boom! Well done. You wake up in a Freaky Friday situation. Rebecca is Megan and Megan is Rebecca. Actually, that's not so far-fetched. Because I feel like we share about 3/4 of the same brain.
Definitely.
Between the two of us.
Yeah, it's very odd sometimes.
Okay, so we're at Freaky Friday. 1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. 2 can be as bad as 1. It's the loneliest number, and so number 1. What is that song called? 1 is the loneliest number?
1 is the loneliest number.
Yeah, because you and I, we really are, it's like, there's sort of your dynamic, there's my dynamic, and then there's like the extra stuff between us. So we really are kind of like a 3-person team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's
the one.
The raven from your distant relative's poem appears, requesting a musical message for him.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
This
Okay.
is so good.
So we have to pick a song for the raven.
For the raven, the gift, the poem.
Actually, I'm sorry to be kind of self-serving, but maybe we send Mad as a Hatter, actually, our song. Mental illness runs pretty heavily in our family, and it's something that I think generationally we're all learning how to come to terms with and how to be more open and forgiving and just depressurize the concept of mental illness because it touches so many of us. And so to that end, we actually wrote a song called Mad as a Hatter to speak to our paternal grandfather's battle with schizophrenia, that he actually carried the majority of his life undiagnosed, not knowing what he was wrestling with, not ever for the majority of his life being appropriately medicated, not having any options, not having any mercy extended through understanding of what he was dealing with. And so I think looking back at someone who was clearly tortured, like Edgar Allan Poe would have been, and I guess in the end selfishly for humanity for a great cause because the incredible art that he created, but what a lonely thing to deal with by yourself, depression, mental illness.
And he was a descendant of a man called Larkin Poe, who we named the band after, and Larkin Poe was a cousin of Edgar Allan. So this is all to do with the family, and it would be very interesting to be able to talk to those people that came before to share what's happening now.
So we'll send Mad as a Hatter up to old cousin Edgar.